Hey y'all, what's up? It's Rod D Trucking. We back at it again, my friend. Alright, so today I want to talk about a real interesting story. It was a story about a bear chasing a mountain goat. And usually if they're on a flat land out in the open, they go the bear's way. But before I get into that story, I have to say, man, when you get up in the morning, man, it always helps out to do a quick prayer or, say something positive to yourself. I don't know what you do will have to do for you yourself or your belief system or whatever. But I think, saying some kind of positive affirmation or a prayer or something to get yourself going in the morning. The first thing you do in the morning is you go ahead and grab your phone and see what's on the internet or whatever before you can start your morning, man. That's I'm saying that's not a good way to be, you don't want to start off with foolishness, you want to start off on a positive tip so the rest of your day can go good. And with that said, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get into the story. Now first I was just thinking about that because, me myself, I had to stop today, like, hey, well, hold up. First thing I did was my prayer, right? Let me make sure just because I forgot it, whether I did it or not. Say, let me go ahead and do a good long one right now. You know what I'm saying? So it be like that sometimes. All right, now I'm gonna get into the story. Well, it's a viral video of some nervous mountain goat trying to get away from this very large grizzly bear. And you'd be nervous too if you had a big grizzly bear chasing you, so I don't blame him. But the thing about it is, the mountain goats, they have adapted to staying away from the predators, and they have a way of making sure the predators can't get to them. And it's by going up on cliffs. They get right on side of a mountain cliff and they can just stay in there. I seen some personally myself run straight up a mountain cliff. I was driving across I-70 going through Colorado, and once you on I-70 and you go west of Denver, Colorado, you start getting in the mountains and you get through the area of Aspen, Colorado. That's where a lot of rich people go to ski and stuff like that. But needless to say, it's very mountainous around that region, man. And you have to carry snow chains if you're in the truck during a certain time of year, basically all winter. And they even got a checkpoint station there where they be checking, making sure that you're carrying snow chains if you're going through that area. But yeah, man. Some of the speed limit through there is like 25 miles an hour in certain areas, just because, it's such a mountain grade through there. And man, so one night I was driving through there and I see something in the road, so I slowed down a bit. And then when I got up to it, there was a bunch of those mountain goats running up the mountain. I was like, what? They ran straight up the cliff. I'm like, yo, where did they go? How are they doing this, man? It look like they can run up a cliff the way a lizard run up a cliff. I just put it that way. If I ain't see it with my own eyes, I wouldn't believe it. This wasn't not on some National Geographic or something like that. This was with my own eyes. I was like, bruh, how? That joke was crazy, man. So anyway, in this story, man, the grizzly bear catches up with the mountain goat when the mountain goat start running down the cliff, and while the mountain goat is adapted for it, the bear isn't. And I mean, bears are good at climbing trees and stuff like that. The black bears are. The grizzly bears, I think there's more of a struggle with them because there's more weight. But the grizzly bear started trying to lower itself down the cliff to get at the mountain goats. And so that ended up being a big mistake. It's the last mistake it ever made. It deleted itself trying to do that. And I just think the whole thing is the fact that the bear had let his hunger overcome his common sense, because this wasn't a little small cub or something. So it was, they had hunted before, obviously was successful to grow that big and strong, so it's been around for a little while. So it had sense and knew what not to do. I just think in that moment, and that's how some of us do as humans, man. We'll let our pride and emotions and anger, hunger, or whatever get in the way and put everything aside of common sense and go for it anyway. And yeah, that's that. That's how that happened. So the next part of the video, you see the bear falling straight down the cliff. I'm like, oh man, nature can be cruel sometimes. And it's not the mountain goat fault. I mean, the mountain goat want to live, so he's going to go down the cliff. It's like, see you. Hopefully you don't follow me. If you do, that's going to be your last time ever following somebody. You know? Yeah, man, so that was crazy. But it's a viral video. And, yeah, it just shows you how it is in nature, man. But those and then afterwards, the mountain goat just goes about his business like nothing ever happened. You know, just another day on side the cliff. You know, stuff happens. Oh man, that's crazy.